Welcome to 12 Days of Crochet Ornaments. For every single day, I take you through how to crochet a different ornament off of this tree. And if you can believe it, we are at day 11 and we'll be covering this happy little tree ornament, which I have not done it to any of mine yet, but these are just dying to be dazzled up with like beads and baubles and things like that. The previous 10 tutorials are available on my page and on my 12 Days of Crocheted Ornament playlist. And if you were enjoying this series, if it is bringing anything to your life, please do these things, as it really helps me here in Shea Yarn continue to put together series and tutorials and things like that for you. Now let's make this happy little tree together. So for our tree ornament, we're going to need two different colors of yarn. I'm going to do a slightly lighter color palette on this one, a lighter green and a lighter brown. We're also going to need a pair of scissors, a 3.5 millimeter hook, scissors for sewing in ends and things like that, and then also any kind of embellishments you're going to want for this, and then just a tiny bit of scrap yarn or polyfill. So I'm starting with my trunk color, and I'm going to make a magic circle and put 5 single crochets into it. For row 2, you're going to do an increase in every single stitch for a total of 10 stitches. Row 3 is going to be a row of single crochets on the back loop, and if you don't know what that is, you have your total stitch here. Instead of going through the whole thing, you're going to split it down the middle, just grab the back loop of it, and single crochet that, and continue that around. And then you're going to do 3 rows, so that's rows 4, 5, and 6 as single crochet. I'm on the last stitch of row 6, and before I close it up, I'm going to switch over to my tree color. And then for 8 rows, so that is rows 7 through 14, we are going to do single crochet, but in our tree color. So in this, for me, light green. So now we're going to start tapering this in slightly for the top of the tree. So we are going to do 3 single crochet and then a decrease and then repeat that. Before we move on, we're going to stuff this up with polyfill. And while it's not going to get quite up into the tip of the tree, you can kind of, once you've gotten this part closed, you can kind of rub it between your hands and get the polyfill evened out. Row 16 will be 2 single crochet and then a decrease repeated. Row 17 is a row of single crochet. Row 18 is 1 single crochet and then a decrease and then repeat that. And then we're going to take our darning needle and we are just going to close this up, and we do that by going in and out of all the stitches that we have left from the last row, and then you just pull it closed. So now we're going to start adding branches to this little green and brown pencil. So we are going to attach into the very tippy top of the tree, pull through our yarn, and we're just going to do a single crochet just to get it attached. And now you're going to start working into the poles of all the stitches that you made as you worked your way up here. And you are going to slowly increase the stitches that you're doing, as in the kind of stitches that you're doing. We are going to start with half double crochet. So what we're going to do is into these poles, we're going to start putting 1 to 2 to even 3 half double crochet. And you really do want to do it kind of randomly, so that you're building different like thicknesses and lengths of branches as you go down. So that was 2 half double crochet, and then into the pole next to it, I'm going to put 1 half double crochet, the pole next to it, and I'm going to work down just a tiny bit. I am going to put 2 half double crochet, and then also occasionally what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, and then you will single crochet back into where you left off of the original stitch, just like this. And then go ahead and put another half double in that same pole. And that's going to give you these kind of bits of things at the end that make it look as if there's branches that are sticking farther out than others. So we're just going to continue to work down our half double crochet, and we're going to do this for about a circle and a half's worth of this tree base that we already crocheted. So we've gotten about 1.5 ways down our tree, and now we're going to do the exact same thing we were doing before, but we're going to do it with double crochet. So put 2 to 3 double crochet in the poles as you work your way down, and also continue to do your little like pibs at the end, just to give it that branch sticky outy look to it. And you're going to do that for about 2 circles of the tree. So now we're about this far down, and we are going to switch over to treble crochets and continue to work our way down. So we'll do this for about 2 circles worth of the tree or so. And if you're unfamiliar with a treble, it's the one higher than a double. So instead of going over your hook once, you're going to go over twice. You're going to stick your hook in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through 2, and that's your treble. And now all the way down the rest of the way, we are going to be doing double treble crochets. So that is just one step up from a treble crochet. So you're going to yarn over not once, not twice, but 3 times. Yarn under, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over, and pull through a loop. And you're going to do that till you get to the end here. So now I've worked down as far down as I want to go. So the last thing I'm going to do to finish this is take it and slip stitch into the part that is right above it, if that makes sense. And then we are going to snip this. And then you are just going to weave in your end and decorate as you please.